Tuesday, 16:43:32 seconds, year 2024, 12th month, December 17th day. Bring back the time and the smile. Bring back the love, lovely pile. Bring back that big, thicker dick. Come and spread the night today. And the nuts are so unkind. Two-note chord, box 3. Two-note chord, box 3. Here's the key, the chord key. The first chord is composed of notes 1, 3, 5. Chord number 2, 246. Chord number 3, 357. It's in yellow. It's almost invisible. That's the 3 mode, the Phrygian mode. It's almost invisible. Can't see what the fuck's going on with it. 4, 4, 6, 1 arpeggio. 5, 572 arpeggio. 6, 6th note, first note, third note. 7, note 7, note 2, note 4, which are 3 notes together, forms a chord, the 7th chord. The different way to say this goes for every chord. Now these are the two numbers that are repeated in 2 different chords. There is a 3 and a 5 in the 1 chord, 3, 5, and there's a 3 and a 5 in the 3 chord, 3, 5. So thus it's every time there's a connection here between a 3 and a 5. For instance, here's a 3. This is a yellow 3. Oops, no, over here. Here's a yellow 3 down here, and here's a 5. Okay, there's a yellow line with a yellow 3 because it goes to the 3 chord there. And there's a red line for chord number 1. So there's a 1 there. As an example. Now, every note is connected to 3 other notes on the next string. Seeing as how this is 3 notes per string scale. So there's a 36, a 37, and a 31. The 3 to a 6 is a 6th chord. 2-note chord. That's a 2-note chord. The 3 and the 6 played together is a 6th chord. The 3 and the 7 is a 3 chord. The 3 and the 1 is a 1 chord. Go down to the next number, 4. 4 and a 6 is a 2 chord. That's orange. The 2 chord is orange, which is the orange pen here. Different from the red pen, although it looks the same on the camera. It looks similar. It's different though. There is a difference. 4-6 is a 2 chord. 4-7 is a 7 chord. Green line going 4 to the red 1 is a 4 chord. Next number down. This is the 6th string right here. This is string 6. 5-6 is a dissonant chord. This is called 56 dis. 5-7 is a yellow 3 chord. 5 to the 1 is a red 1 chord. Up to the next string, the 5th string. 6-2 is a red or an orange 2 chord. 6-3 is a 6 purple chord. 6-4, green 4 here. And the brother did color code the main numbers, the main note numbers. They're color coded this time on this chart. Whereas the other chart, they're all black. It's easy to read that way, but this is a little different. So 6 to the 4 is a 2 chord. Now, is 6/4 a times 2? No, it's not. It has to be a 6/1, a 16, or a 35. So 6/4 is not a times 2. All right, go down to the next number on the 5th string. 7/2 is a 7 chord. That's black. Black represents 7. 7/3 is a 3 chord. It's yellow. 7/4 is a 7 chord. It's black again. And down to the 3rd note, 5th string. 1. 1/2 is a 12 dis. It's dissonant. So there's the each relationship between strings has one dissonant note. So far has been the pattern with every box. Here's box 2. There's a dissonant one for every one. And here's box 3, or box 1. There's a dissonant one for every. Now, box 1, each string relationship has 10 combinations each on box 1. Box 2, each string relationship also has 10 each. Just so happens there's 2 in the first relationship between the 6th string and the 5th string. Relationship between the 5th string and the 4th string. Here's 2 right here. 35, a yellow and a red. The relationship between the 4th string and the 3rd string. Here it is. It's 35. There it is. 35 has 2 chords. There's a yellow 3 and a red 1. Going to the 3rd string. The double relationship is between the 6 and the 1. There's 1 there. So, and then go to the 2nd string, between the 2nd and 1st string. The double relationship is the 13. A 13 is the 1 and the 3 note is included with 1 and 3. There's a 13 in the 1, and in the 6th chord there's a 13. So thus, in box 2, every string relationship has 10 combinations each. However, in box 3, it's different. Some of them only have 9 combinations. And so the brothers shall note that out here, live on the camera. Gonna note it out. Okay, this one has 10 combo. Five and 6. No. Box 1 is a 9 combo. Box 1 is a 9 combo. Box 2. Here's a 13 here. There's a mistake here. There should be a 6 between this 1 and this 3 here. So look, just gonna put a correction here. All right, so the 1 going to the 3 is also a 6, which brings this one to a 10 combo. And then this one here, there's a 3 to a 5, so this is a 10 combo. And this one here, there's a 3-5 also. So this one's a 10 combo. And then this one over here, here's another 3 to a 5. So this one is also a 10 combo. So this one only has box 3 only has 49 combinations. 49 combinations. It's kind of like 49 states. Nation states. It only has 49 nation states. Box number 3, which is the invisible yellow refrigerator mode. God, it is. Hold on, it's getting fucking hot more, so brother's gonna have to.
Yeah, hot a boo. Yeah, one perfect.
Bring back that lovely surprise. Shoot the water into the eye. Bring back the next day and walk the tree. So kind. So, whew. It's up to 73 in here on the. It's raining. It's a hot rain today, so it's up to 73 right there. A bit past 70. 73s. U.S. dot number 1918285. That is a private U.S. dot number too. It's all private. Closed account, private. Whenever unconsciousness sitting behind a corporate office legal desk closes an account, it just went into the private mode. So. And it's still an account. It never goes away. Only those that believe the other guy on the end, unconscious guy on the end, unconsciousness on the other end of the phone that says, "Oh, the account is now closed." Only those that believe that fake media story think that think that they're connected to a foreclosure. They think that there is a connection to foreclosure for that particular existence, universal existence. So remember, everything is ass backwards in the legal system. The addictive legal system. That's mud stuck, abusive, which is called legalism. So that's where the lawful audit comes in. This is the private side. This is the girl energy side. The Navy and the Marines, militarily speaking. Maritime system. Anyway, moving on with the combinations. All right, so we found a missing electrical connection here. There was a short in the system. Now it's been connected. Now it's functioning properly. Now I go to the 4th string. 2-5 is a blue 5 chord. There it is. That's blue ink with a 5. 2-6 is a 2 orange chord. There's the 2 with a orange wire connection. And then 2-7 is a 7 chord. See? 7 has a 7 and a 2 in it. And it can be reversed. That can also be 27-4. Doesn't exactly have to be 7-2, because chords can be played backwards. So now the next number, going on the 4th string, going down, we have 3 note. 3 connects to a 5. Well, 35 is a times 2 chord because the 3 and the 5 goes to the 1 chord, 35, and it also goes 35 in yellow with the 3 chord. So there's two lines, a red and a yellow line. The red is 1, the yellow is 3. So 3-5, 3-6 is a purple 6 chord. That's purple ink. And then 3-7 is a yellow 3 chord. Now next number down for the 4 string, 1. 1-5 is a red 1 chord. A 1-6 is a green 4 chord. Because green 4 is a 6 and a 1, or a 1 and a 6, and that's supposed to have a times 2. So it should have a purple 6. No, 6-4. Where was it at? The 1-6. Yeah, that's right, 1-6. So this needs to have a purple connection also. So, found another disconnect. And brother did draw a line here earlier, but erased it because he was focused on this little 4. It was a 1 and a 4, but it was supposed to be a 1 and a 6. So, which is a 16 or a 61, which is a 4, 1-6, and a purple 6-1. It's either 6-1 or 1-6, goes both ways. Because chords can be played in reverse. These strings, guitar strings, can be played this way and this way. Forward or down, or reverse or up. See? Here's the guitar. It can be played from the first string down to the low E string, or from the low E string up to the high E string. So if there's a 1 note there and a 5 note there, then it's playing down or up, down the guitar, but ascending the scale. And that's 1 to a 5, which is a 15. Now, descending down the scale and going up the guitar, because the guitar is being held up like this.
Have you seen Thor? I'm hoping he's down here, and he's been down here, because I haven't seen him in 2 weeks. And I knew he was coming down here, because when I call him, he'd come running from here. But,
Yeah, he was over here visiting, and then I set him up a little
oh, so he's
blocks out here, but but the day that I set the box up, because he wanted to come in, because I have an open cat door. This cat would go in and out. He decided to start coming in and out, and then I decided to keep him outside because he stinks.
right.
He'd want to be on the chair and shit like that. Plus, Boob has a hard time. But I set him up a nice box outside, I guess a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And he got in it that night, and then I locked the door. I locked the cat door, not let him in, so he couldn't get in.
Right.
He'd be scratching out of it. But ever since that night, or that day,
You haven't seen him.
I think he got offended and took off somewhere, went off and either decided to end it, or I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I'm afraid one of these kids over in the apartment over here got him tied up. Because,
Could be.
Carla said she thought she saw him over here on the 2nd floor, and he was tied up to like a pole or something. But she couldn't tell. But yeah, it was 2 weeks ago Sunday last time I saw him.
Now the reason why he came over here is because during the summertime, a few times I rode down that way day after day, according to the schedule where I wanted to go,
Right.
and I'd always say hi to him. And it had been a while since I'd been down that direction.
Well,
And I said hi to him, and then that's when he started coming over here.
Well,
and I
he
realized
knew-
he was skinny and ready to go anyway. He was on his way out. So I started feeding him, coaxing
Well,
him,
I
getting
know.
him
I
back
was
to.
feeding him too, so.
Because he's an outside cat and he has a hard time.
Yeah, and I didn't. Right now, I've still got a couple more outside cats, but I got this thick ice chest from work that was styrofoam, so I cut holes in it, and it's huge. It's on my porch now. 2 of them are sleeping in that. But I mean, I call him every single day just in case. But I saw your door open when I just came home, so I thought I'd ask because I was gonna come by, but I never know when you're home, you know. But I was hoping he was down here.
Yeah, he, like I said, he was visiting, and then it got to the point where he had to be. It was
Oh,
either
it was
outside.
cold.
It's cold. And like I said, the only thing I can think is he felt like he was being abandoned at that point. He wasn't being let in the house anymore. He never came back after that, and haven't seen him since. I figured he went back home, but then I actually saw you down the street a couple times out the window, calling out for him. But then I didn't hear you calling out anymore, so I figured he's probably at home now. But
No.
come to find out he's not. So.
No. So if you see him, will you let me know?
Of course.
If
Yeah.
dead or alive.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
I was really hoping he was down here. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I knew you fed him, and I knew you would take care of him, and I wasn't too worried because I really thought he was down here because it was so freaking cold outside, and I couldn't let him in either. And it's like I tried to keep all of them as warm as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard.
Well, I just lost one of my inside ones a couple weeks ago too. I had to put her to sleep. She got really sick.
Yeah.
So, there's a couple more outside ones. The crybaby is looking like Thor, really skinny, and I mean she eats though. She's old. She was here when I moved in 10 years ago, so she's one of the ones that sleeps in the ice chest. Yeah, I mean I do everything I can. I just I can't let him inside because I don't want him to piss all over with all the other cats.
Exactly.
So.
And he never pissed in the house yet, but he's helping himself, and then like I said, the other cat here, she has a hard time, and she's having a hard time here lately too.
She's getting older, isn't she?
Yeah. What happened was, and I never realized that cats get constipated if they're just fed the dry kibble. And she's been eating that for years, little cans here and there.
Yeah.
And she was showing the signs, but I didn't. I thought it was because I keep a cat box outside. I put different dirt in it, and I thought she'd be shitting in the house all of a sudden and shitting all over the place. And then I realized the shits were kind of real huge and stuff like that, but I never put 2 and 2 together. So I got onto the YouTube and saw a vet, and they said that's what happens to cats, if they too much kibble all the time, they get constipated. So she's having a hard time. So for me to let little guy in all the time, I was calling him nickname little guy. Oh, little guy. He'd come in, and then it's either him or her. She's the closest one.
Right.
And plus I let him. He was sleeping on the chair. I still got the little bag there. He'd sleep be on the bag and whatnot, but then he got tired of the bag and he just jumped, and I put a chair there, so he just jumped up on top of the chair, and that's when I realized I got real close to him to smell him. I said, oh my God, he's gonna be stinking the chair up. And so that's when I set him something up outside as best that could. And it was, I insulated the box and
I
everything.
figured you'd like it here better because it's a little bit more insulated from the wind.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, I know you would take care of him, but yeah.
But that's the only thing I can think of is he probably felt abandoned at that point, because he knew he wasn't going to be allowed in to get heat.
And he always came when I called too.
Yeah, cats are yeah, and I realize the more and more I know cats, that cats are like that. If they're feeling abandoned, they'll just go off and just rather just go out and lay down and let nature have the course. So
Yeah, well, I've looked, you know, I mean, he's white, so he kind of sticks out a little bit, but
yeah,
I haven't seen him.
yeah. And I've lost so many cats. And for me, I'm used to it now.
I've got my graveyard's about 12 cats now out there. I can't get used to it, you know.
Yeah, it hits you hard. So
Well, yeah, all these guys, or all of them since I moved in, you know, these are all my babies.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, I just had to put down earlier this year the one that I brought over when I moved in, you know.
Yeah.
Him and Weebles.
So it's kind of.
About 20 years.
So it's kind of like the first time you've had a group of cats that your first house, first group of cats.
I've never had a group of cats like this. I've had the most I've ever had is 3.
Oh, I see. So,
Right now, I think I'm down to like 29, and I had 50 at one point. They've just all, you know, some of them wander off, and I like Cougar. He came up to me and he laid down. And I knew right then he wasn't going to ever come back because he never laid down and let me pet him before. He let me feed him and I could touch his head, but he laid down right at my feet and let me pet him, and then he walked off. And I knew I wouldn't see him again. That was last December.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and Thor, I mean.
Yeah, I remember when I first moved in here, I called him Tom, and he was big and strong. He still had his nuts and everything. And then, of course, you know, having too many cats down there, you know, that gets to be.
Well, he wouldn't let me catch him, and then finally he let me catch him, and I got him fixed.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and he was happy. You know, now I don't hardly have any outside cats. They're almost all inside. There's only like 8 of them outside now. I used to have like 20 of them outside.
Yeah. Yeah. I referred to him as the leader of the neighborhood. He was the big Tom when I came back. He was the one.
Yeah, well, he got hit by a car when he was younger, and then his back leg was hanging, and I still couldn't catch him. And then it finally kind of healed. So this cold weather is really, really hard on him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have Carla show me which apartment she saw that cat on a leash. Because if it's him, I'm gonna go get him, and he's gonna go inside. I'll bring him inside. I've got an extra cage. It's a big cage, and I'll let him out during the day, and at night he can come inside.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got 3 big giant cages in my kitchen.
Yeah. Plus, sometimes cats too. They feel abandoned. They'll go and look for another home too.
And
So.
see,
So it could be over there.
well, these kids, Monkey, the gray and white one that lives in the bushes over here,
Mm-hmm.
one of the kids over here tried to put a collar on him, and it got stuck halfway around him and then around his waist. And now he won't go to anybody but me. I had to catch him and take his collar off, but
See.
yeah, I mean, it's like there's kids over here, and even the maintenance guy that walks the dogs, he told me that, you know, he's seen cats with there are kids with a cat over here.
Oh, so he's the maintenance guy at these apartments?
Yeah.
I see.
And his wife helps manage the apartments.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him going up and down all the time. With the
Yeah.
dogs. I see. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, if you see him, just let me know.
I shall let you know.
Thanks.
Hey, Carl. Well, still going. That was the neighbor for little guy, the cat. He's not showing up down there lately, so we had a discussion on that. But anyway, back to the chords here. So we had the third string. We got down to the 1 on the third string. That would be, or the 4. This is actually a 4. It's not a 1. 2, 3. Note 2, note 3, which is a yellow bit invisible, and then a 4. And of course, this was the last one. It was 4, 5, which is a dissonant. Be a dissonant chord. And we have the 4, 6, which is connected to a green 4 and a purple 6, and we have 4, 7, which is connected to a black 7. Then go to the third string. We have 5, 6, 7. We have 51, 52. 51 is a red 1. 52 is a blue 5, and 53 is a 5, 3, which is a 1. There's also a 35, which also has a yellow. There's a yellow 3 here connected to it also for the 35 that has 2 chords. And that will be here, the yellow 3, 5, and then the red 3, 5. So 3, 6, 7. And then going down to the next note on the third string, it would be 6, 1, which is a 2 note. Oh wow, look at that. It's just, brother just realized, just became conscious. Really just need the 16 times 2, or the 6, 1 times 2. Don't need the 16. It's just the 3, the 5, the 1, and the 6. So look at that. So don't need this here no more. So this, and the 6, 1, so there it is. It has 2. It has a purple 6 and a green 4. And the 6, 2 is an orange 2. And the 6, 3, which is a purple 6. Now the 7th note on the third string for the 5, 6, 7, that would be the 5 slop. It's a 5, 1, which is a 7, or 7, 1, which is a dissonant. It's written in black ink, 17 dis. It's a 7, 2, which is a 7. A black 7. 2 and 7 is parts of the 7th chord. And then a 7, 7, 3, which is a yellow 3. Then going to the second string, we have the 1, 2, 3 note, which is the 1 slop. There's the 1, 4, which is it's supposed to be a 4. That's not supposed to. It's supposed to be a green 4. So that has to be corrected. And then the 1, 5. It's the 3 with a red. And then the 1, 6. Which is another 16, which is connected to 2 chords. The 1, 6 is also a 4 chord, and the 1, 6 is also a 6 chord. And that's it. And that's everything for this combination. For box 3, that's everything. So, that's that. But yeah, so Yeah, that was the neighbor with the cat, little guy. He hasn't been showing up for the past couple weeks or week and a half, and he probably breathed his last somewhere or looked to get another home or something. But because he couldn't be in here anymore, and so I set him up a box outside, and I guess he must have said fuck that because he wanted in. he probably felt rejected, so he went off and did his thing, whatever, or he either passed on or was looking for another home, or he's hiding in the bushes somewhere. Who knows? But cat can only survive with so much food unless they locate another home. That was the neighbor and her cat, and she was concerned for him. So anyway, I was explaining to her, Boob the cat here, she's having a hard time, and Boob, hey, the poo-poo, man. Here we are talking about cats transitioning on. I'm calling out to her and she's not moving. I'm thinking, she could have went poof. But anyway, so that's that. And so the neighbor called the cat Thor. When I first got here, after got the house back, when the sheriff thought it was his house, that cat Thor was, around here and whatnot. He would hang out here because he probably there was no one living here, so he might have been born in the backyard, but there's some story on that. But anyway, so. Yeah, that's the way it is. Cats shall be cats, and things happen, and then getting used to things happening. So after losing so many cats, it becomes normal. It's not really normal, but getting used to it without all the tears and stuff like that. Not become so attached to things, but still at that, there's still tears. But all the cats that this brother has lost, the tears have gotten for each cat less and less and less. So.
Guess like little Thor might have hit the bunker. Sometimes.
There it goes. Anyway, so that's that for this video.